Hey, it's Nikki. Welcome to another art video. Today is another portrait. This time, it's of a little girl. I have another commission working on to draw a bunch of children. Not a bunch, a couple. And I wanted to practice my children drawing skills, really. So I decided to do a portrait of a little girl. The reference photo was so cute. The little girl was so adorable, and the lighting is beautiful. I thought it would be a fun one to paint, especially the curls. Like the curls, when we get to them, you'll see, are just gorgeous. Her curls are gorgeous, more gorgeous than my picture could make it look. But they were definitely fun to do, and I tried my best to get the proportions right with this one. I took my time. As you noticed a second ago, I was like cutting and pasting and like dragging the face down more because I actually compared it to the original to see how close I was or how far off I was. And I keep like making the bottom half of the image longer than the top somehow with whenever I do the proportions, but like I'll get the facial features in the right place, but the whole thing will be shifted slightly. Like the whole face will be shifted slightly compared to the original. But anyways, here we are doing the sketch, and as I said, I really loved this picture. I thought the sketch came out so cute. I loved it, and the coloring wasn't bad, but this was the one I mentioned in the last video that I wasn't very happy with the final result. I just felt it fell short of what I was going for, you know. I don't know, something about the render of the face I didn't like. I think maybe the type of finish that I do, you know, the airbrush look just didn't fit her, you know, or maybe there was something that I was missing in my render. I'm not sure what it was, but I just wasn't very happy with the final look. All that said, I still kind of like it, you know. I forgot to save this blocked-in step. I totally forgot to save it. I don't know what I did with it. I don't think I posted it at all. But I didn't actually like it at this step either, so maybe that's why I forgot to save it. I had to darken some places up. That's one thing that another artist had mentioned to me, that I do have a problem with my values. Like I don't get the values right all the time, which is true. Like I tend to make things a lot lighter than they are. I tried my best when it came to the hair. I was like, okay, this is really dark, I should make it really dark, but I kind of forgot the values on the skin. Like I ended up darkening a lot of places, you'll see later on. But I think I did pretty well with the shadows and the highlights in the hair. I think because they were so stark, you know, the highlights on the hair were so stark compared to the shadows, it was really easy to see that the shadows were that dark. So I feel like I did pretty well on getting that. And I was very meticulous when I painted out the hair, like getting the curls in the right place and really planning it out well. I also learned from the previous, or not this 2 drawings ago, of how to do that shirt there with the white stripes. I put the dark and then the stripes on top, which was something I learned from the previous piece. But yeah, here comes the render. Everything's going pretty well, except, you know, I'm not liking it as I go along. And I feel like I'm reliving the emotions I had at the time of painting this. I was like, especially you see you take away the lines and I'm like, I don't know what's wrong. Now that I'm looking at it, I feel like it could be a lack of contrast. You know, there's not enough depth in the colors. I feel like these were the colors that the reference had, but maybe not. Maybe again, it's my problem with the values that is peeking through. That maybe if I had darkened the shadows a bit more, it might have helped. I mean, what do you think? Do you think it could have been darker? I'll leave the reference again in the description. You can check it out yourself. What did I do wrong? What am I missing? I feel like I need to submit it for critique somewhere. Submit it for feedback, because I honestly don't know why I dislike it so much. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. The eyes came out really cute though. I did like the pupils. It came out really cute. I love the color, that beautiful deep blue. It's gorgeous. No surprise. I mean, I've always enjoyed drawing eyes. I've been drawing eyes for so long, like just standalone eyes. I think that's common among artists, is to love drawing eyes. I see it so much, so I know I'm not an outlier. I think it's just in human nature to like eyes. You know, we look into each other's eyes, we see each other's souls, you know. I don't know what I'm saying. But like I said last time, you know, I didn't want to let this, I don't want to call it a failure, but this letdown, I guess, to make me feel like more disappointed in myself than necessary. I mean, yeah, it's okay to feel disappointed in yourself, because we're all each other's or our own worst critic, you know? So we're gonna be very self-critical of our own work, you know? So it's nothing new, but at the same time, we can kind of use our letdowns as a stepping stone for the future, to know that this is just a part of the process. Don't let it ruin your motivation to keep going, you know? So that's what I'm trying to keep my head up about it. And I did the very next one, and I was a lot happier with the next one. It wasn't a child, so I have to do a child again to see if I can get the look I'm going for. But otherwise, I'm just gonna learn from each piece. Let it be a learning experience, a learning journey. So I thought the clothes came out pretty well, you know. All in all, with the highlights and the shadows, looked pretty good. I was trying to get this shadow under the strap over her shoulder, and it was just too stark, and I think I ended up lightening it later on. Yeah, I think I just lightened it, and that seemed to work. And then we're on to my favorite part, the hair. I really liked how the hair came out, especially the curls. The bang, I feel like the way that ended up, maybe I could have done that a little bit better, but overall it was pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I feel like I'm getting better at rendering hair. I used to be so afraid of doing hair. I haven't done it from imagination yet, so I have to see how that goes and see what I've learned from doing it so many times from portrait references, because, you know, that's my goal. My goal in the end is to gather this knowledge in order to create things from my imagination, and render them well. I want to learn from these processes and not just, you know, replicate what I see over and over again. Although that can be beautiful to have, you know, a beautifully painted piece from a reference image, but in the end, I want to make my own things. I want to come up with my own ideas, and I want to be able to execute them well. So in order to do that, I have to really work from reference for a while and gain that knowledge and kind of build up that visual library. Oh, and here we are at the umbrella. Oh my gosh, I struggled with this. I was trying to find a texture that I liked to kind of replace the lace. In the original reference image, there was lace and a lace umbrella, and I was like, there's no way I'm drawing this lace. Not my focus. So I was like, let me see if I can find a texture that works. And I found this kind of, I forgot what I think it was like freckles, is meant to be facial freckles or something. And I ended up using that in the end. It looks really crazy, but I was like, you know what? I don't care. That's not my focus. Oh, in this area of the hair, oh my gosh, did I struggle. Oh, you see, I ended up just repainting it completely because I don't know what I was trying to do at first. Basically, I'm trying to like paint the under section while painting the top part at the same time, this hair that goes over the top. I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Let me just paint the under section first. So that's what I ended up doing, and it came out much better. Yeah, and now we're onto the curls, the beautiful curls. Definitely glad I was able to get those extra colors in, you know, like those bright red near the nape of the neck, and the brighter brownish orangish color near the darks on the right side. I'm trying to like ingrain this in my head. I've learned this before, you know, having your bright colors next to the shadow gives dimension. You shouldn't just have, you know, your lights into your darks. You should have your midtones can sometimes have like more saturation. And it really came up in when I was doing this hair. So I'm hoping like I can carry this technique on to my future portraits from imagination. But yeah, here are the curls. They're coming along. I thought they came out really well, and we're getting close to the end of this. But I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to paint. Remember, I paint over on Twitch, so if you want to see me do this live, come check me out on twitch.tv/IamNiki. The link is in the description below. I'd love to meet you. And if you're an artist too, feel free to drop in the Discord and show us your work and chat with us. I look forward to meeting you. Bye.